Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today what we're going to do is a body care empties video. I have quite a few things here, and so I thought I would just share with you what I went through, tell you if I liked it and if I would repurchase. So if you're curious as to what I've been using and what I would and would not use again, just keep watching. So the first category I'm going to go through first for my body care empties is hand creams, because it's COVID and we have to do a lot of hand sanitizing, which means a lot of hand creams are being used during this time. So I thought I would share my thoughts. And these are the Rock Dermatologic hand creams. And honestly, I really like these. The only thing is I can't actually find these anywhere anymore, but these hand creams were so good. Like, I've been using these hand creams for years, literal years, but now they don't sell at my local Shoppers anymore, and I can't even find them online at Shoppers, so I think you have to order from their website. But these are really good. They just make your hand nice and soft, and they're not too, they don't make your hands too oily or thick or sticky. So if you put on the hand cream, you can put it, this is one of the hand creams that you can put on throughout the day, and it won't feel too much, because you know how sometimes you put on some hand creams and you're just like, I don't want to touch anything afterwards because your hands just feel so slimy. You don't feel that with these. So if you can find these, like these ones, I would highly recommend. They are so good. If I could find them locally, I would repurchase these. The next one I have is the Body Shop, and it's the Almond Hand and Nail Butter. I've gone through a couple of these, and these are pretty good. I liked these for before I went to bed, just because it's a butter, so it is a little bit more thicker. And so it would be like one of the last things I do before I put my head down and went to sleep. Because when you have these on, you cannot touch, for me personally, I cannot touch anything and feel comfortable with these. So I would never use this as a daytime, but this was a good nighttime. Will I repurchase it now? Maybe not. As of right now, I have found things that I do like a little bit more than this guy, but this is a good alternative this is good if you are looking for a nice thick hand cream for nighttime. And the last hand cream is the Camel hand cream, and this one is an anti-aging one, and it restores and protects, and it's vegan for anyone that is looking for a vegan one, but I really like this. This is another one that I used for at night, and I really enjoyed it. That's the thing, it was a good thicker hand cream, but it didn't feel super thick. So this is one that I could do during the day if I really wanted to, but I specifically like this one for nighttime. And it does have a little bit of a scent, but it goes away almost as soon as you put it on, but it's really nice. I really liked this one. Alright, the next thing are deodorants. I'm going to go through my deodorants quickly because I know not everyone cares about deodorant as much as I do. So the first one is the Dove Advanced Care. I think it's a good basic deodorant. I have very sensitive underarms, and although it wasn't like my underarms weren't perfect while using this, it was still a decent basic deodorant. But I don't know if I would repurchase this, just because I have found ones where it actually helps soothe my underarms better than this guy right here. This one is the Degree Clinical Protection Shower Clean Deodorant. I actually quite like this one. This one actually wasn't so bad. I found that this one did last all day, and I didn't notice as many issues with my underarms with this guy. But again, I have found ones that I do like better than this. This is a good option, in my opinion. It's just not my absolute favorite. The last deodorant I have here is the Schitts deodorant. This one is the charcoal and magnesium one. I love the Schitts deodorants. They're so good. They're nice, they're natural, and they last all day. You do have to be very particular with what you wear with these deodorants. Like this one, it's a gray. It's a gray, so if you are wearing white, I would not suggesting wearing this one, but they do have other scents where the deodorant is white, and they work just as well as this one. I do like the charcoal one the best though. Whenever I used this one, I had another deodorant that was white for days that I wore white because, again, this is gray, it got on my white shirts, and it didn't come out fully. And so now then it left a little bit of a weird stain there. So if you're somebody that wears black all the time, you will love this one. But yeah, it was super good, and honestly, I would repurchase this one. Didn't bother my underarms. It lasted all day. Again, you only just had to be careful if you had this one, just because it is gray. Now I just have one body wash, and this is the Olay, the Moisture Ribbons Plus body wash. I found this one to be like a nice feeling body wash. Like, it's a drugstore body wash that felt luxurious, if you know what I'm saying. So it felt nice, and the scent was nice and everything. Like, I don't know if I would repurchase this one, just because I have a body wash that is simple. Like, I have the Cetaphil body wash, and although it's simple and not as like pretty appealing to look at or anything like that, it just does more of a job than this guy right here. Although this guy it wasn't bad. It's a good body wash, but I just like my Cetaphil one just because it just does that much more. And it's meant for my skin, the Cetaphil one, which is, I have dry and itchy and sensitive skin. And so I won't be repurchasing this right now, but maybe sometime in the future I will just get an urge to smell this body wash. The next thing I have is a body scrub, and honestly, this is probably my favorite body scrub of all time. It's the L'Occitane Exfoliating and Smoothing Delicious Paste. And she is pricey, but in my opinion, for me, she is so worth it. So pretty much what it is, it's an exfoliator, but it's within like a creamy paste. So not only are you exfoliating your skin, but you're also moisturizing at the same time. Whenever I use this, I never have to moisturize after my shower. I will use this, I'll put this all over my body. My body is nice and exfoliated. All the dead skin is off, but then it also moisturizes and soothes at the same time. And it just leaves my skin so soft. Nice and exfoliated and nice and soft. And like, you feel the softness into the next day. It is so nice. I love this stuff. This is actually my first tub. I'm just about to finish my second tub, and I'm waiting for my third one to show up. It is so good. I know there is a scent to this. If you don't like scents, don't use this, but I don't mind it because it's that almond scent, right? So it's sweet, but it's not too sweet, and the almond scent doesn't stick around for too long. It sticks around in the shower, and then when you first get out of the shower, you kind of smell it a little bit. But once I'm like all dried off and have my pajamas on and everything, I don't smell it anymore. But it's nice. But yeah, no, it's a nice scent. It's a luxurious scent, and it's a luxurious feeling, and it actually does the job. So I'm willing to spend a little bit more for this guy. But I love him. I cannot recommend this guy enough. Now I have two moisturizers, and this is getting to the end of the video. So for the first moisturizer I have, it's the Aveeno Creamy Moisturizing Oil. And don't get too scared if it says it's an oil and you're afraid it's going to be an oil slick. It's not. And it even says on here, and I'll even attest to this, it's not greasy at all. It doesn't you don't feel like an oil slick going into bed. You're not like getting like moisturizer and stuff all over your blankets or anything like that. It's a good moisturizer, and it does like sink into the skin fairly quickly. So again, so you don't feel so greasy and everything like that. But I really like this. It's a good basic moisturizer. If it weren't for the next one I'm going to talk about, I would repurchase this again. I probably will end up repurchasing this at some point, but not at this very moment because I have one that I do like more than this guy. So the last thing I have is something that has been a part of my routine forever and ever and ever. You know, this is the Cetaphil, the moisturizing lotion. I've been using this stuff for years. I think the first time I actually started using this was grade 8 because my parents actually got this for me, and it's like I've been to dermatologists and they always say use this. I love this for a body lotion, but then I also, because it's non-comedogenic and fragrance free, I use this on my face as well. And that's what I use as my daily moisturizer for my face as well as my body lotion. And it's just a nice 2-in-1 thing to have going on here. It's fantastic. It's a good, simple lotion. It sinks into your skin. It doesn't irritate my skin at all. I can't say enough of good things about it. It's for more sensitive, dry skin, and that's me. But it's nice and light. If you're looking for just a nice, light body moisturizer, this would be it. It is so good. It's one of my favorites. I've been using it for years. This lotion is one of those ones where I will steer away from it and try a whole bunch of other stuff, but then I always come back to this. Even for the face, like I'll try a whole bunch of expensive, fancy face moisturizers and stuff like that, but then I'll always go back to this guy. The one thing I will say for the face, it's a perfect daytime moisturizer. The one thing I would say, if you are going to get another moisturizer for the face, or if you want something super thick, then get something else. But this is for if you want something nice and light feeling. But yeah, this is a perfect moisturizer for the face during the day, and moisturizer for the body whenever, honestly. But in the winter, I do opt for something a little bit thicker. But this is perfect everywhere else year round. And also, this is one that I always go to when, if say like my skin is reacting or anything like that, I steer away from whatever I'm using at the time, and I use this because it is so nice and gentle on my skin. It is so good, and I can't recommend this guy enough. I love it. Alright guys, that's it. This is all I have for my body care empties. I really hoped you guys enjoyed and found a couple of products that you want to pick up. Hope you guys have a good day and see you guys in the next one. Bye.